Next, what I am going to talk about will make some teachers and parents uncomfortable, and I can understand it. But I feel it my duty to speak about it because nobody is speaking to you about this thing. Most parents believe, even in developed countries like America, that their children are not having sex when they are in school age, and the research has shown that 70% of them are having sex when the parents think they are not having sex. The world has changed. I'm not telling you to go out and have sex. No. I think the best practice is to wait till you get married and then have it. But for any reason, if you are already involved in sexual activity, remember two things. First thing is, never take a risk on your life. So be very, very, very careful finding people online and going out with them. There is a teaching in the West that if you go on a new date, take your friend with you, that at least there are two people, and let other people know where you are going, with whom you are going. So never take risk on your life thinking that you are very smart and nothing will happen to you. Second thing, which is even more important or equally important, is don't destroy your life for one experience because everybody is having it. What I mean by that? See, there are certain diseases, illnesses, which can happen by unprotected sex, and they are HIV, AIDS, hepatitis, herpes, and there are many more like syphilis and gonorrhea and chlamydia. But many of the ones like syphilis, chlamydia, and gonorrhea can be diagnosed and treated, but conditions like herpes, hepatitis, HIV, AIDS cannot be treated. They are with you for the rest of your life, and they can happen with one sexual encounter. The more the number of partners you have, the more the chances of getting a sexually transmitted disease. All those diseases I mentioned. So suppose you have in your lifetime three partners, your chances of having a disease will be more than if you had two partners. Suppose out of those three partners, one partner had 8 other partners, so indirectly you are sleeping with 11 people, and so the risk suddenly goes much higher. See, there is a tendency to go with the smartest guy or girl in the class or something, but be very careful. Remember, you are sleeping with all the people that your partner has slept with, and the more the number of people you sleep with, the higher the chances of getting these diseases that I mentioned. I know it becomes difficult in life, what to do, what not to do. It's a bit complicated, but at least one thing you can start with is using a condom. That way chances of sexually transmitted disease may decrease, not disappear, may decrease. Again, the best option is monogamous sex, that you have one partner that is your partner, and your partner has one partner that is you for all the life. But in today's world, probably that is not possible, but that does not mean you end up getting a disease for the rest of your life. that you can't even have another partner. You have, say, hepatitis C or B, you can't even have another partner because you'll end up giving that disease to that new partner, and you don't want to be declaring that, oh, you have that condition. So the prevention is the best strategy. And HIV and AIDS are not small things. They kill people, they disable people. So I know youth is when you want to have all the fun in the world, but be intelligent. Next is, do not be slave to your self doubts. Right now you are students, so you study, you take the test, you pass, and that's the end of all the problems. When you go into real life, there will be situations where you will say, okay, should I do this or should I do that? Suppose you have offers for two jobs, you will say, should I take this job or that job? And then you take up something, and then you say, oh, this was probably the wrong decision I made. That is the worst thing you can do to yourself. Once you have made a decision, that was the best decision you made at that moment. Nobody makes bad decisions intentionally. So never have self doubts. Will I be able to do it? Will I not be able to do it? Will I be able to pass the test? Will I not be able to pass the test? No. Instead of doing that, focus on gaining knowledge, learning, and then give your best. But don't be shackled by self doubts. If you are, you won't be able to achieve much in life. So get rid of any self doubts that you have. You are the best, and you will give your best. And then, as they say in Gita, the Indian scripture from old Hindu texts, that do your job, do your work, and leave the results. Don't worry about the results, because if you start worrying for the results, you will never be happy. So you can only do your work and not worry about the results. So no more self-doubt. Next thing is, keep learning. The world is so beautiful now. You can learn forever. See, your teachers learned when many of them passed. They did not have these digital screens, but they learned because they wanted to teach you. When I passed, there were only paper books, textbooks, and then I had to learn computers, I had to learn videos in computers, but I wanted to do something, so I learned them. And the good thing is, there is no end to learning. There is so much wonderful knowledge which is available. And the best thing is, you can learn anything now. You want to learn about space, you can learn. You want to learn about computers, you can learn. You want to learn about the rarest birds or flora, fauna, you can learn. On internet, everything is available. We did not have that opportunity, but you have the opportunity to develop your minds in an unlimited way and have a rich experience of living. Next one is that love respectfully. This is important, because just because you are a boy, you are not the king of the heaven. Or just because you are a beautiful girl, the whole world should not dance on what you say, or on your signals or something. When you are in love, you both are equal. The boy comes with, or one partner comes with certain strengths and weaknesses, and the second partner comes with certain strengths and weaknesses. Do not humiliate the other person focusing on their weaknesses, and do not gloat about your strengths, because the other partner has exactly the same thing, that they have certain other strengths and some other weaknesses. So be respectful. Do not think that because you are from a rich family, or because you are a boy, or because you have a fancy car, or because you are intelligent or something, that you are better than the other partner. Because your partner will be the one who with whom you may share the deepest secrets of your life, the deepest fears of your life, with whom you will celebrate the best happinesses in life. But to do that, you have to start at equal footing. So neither the boy nor the girl, or any of the two partners, if it's a different setup, should believe that they are better or superior than the other partner, and be respectful. Same is true for partner who can control or manipulate situation. Don't do that. Be honest, be faithful, be truly in love, and don't insult, humiliate, or hurt. Another thing is, learn to donate. Donate part of your pocket money if there is a disaster anywhere. Donate your time to people who need. So suppose your housemate's child doesn't know how to learn or read or write, teach that child. Go to soup kitchens to help the homeless. Because you have been blessed with something doesn't mean that you be proud, because what you received to share with others. If you don't, then all what you receive is a waste. So donate your money, time, energy, and you will feel much better after doing that. Start a project for humanity now. See, we are 8 billion people in the world. You will have some strengths which others don't have, and you can help them. You can help educate other people. Like here they are showing that people are training each other one by one. Do something like that. I've seen this thing very commonly. Oh, when my mother dies, I will do that. When my grandfather dies, I will do that. Hey, why are you waiting for them to die? It's so mean. Do it when they are alive, that they can see it and feel happy about it. Don't wait for them to die. And you are young. If you start something now, maybe that will be your career. Maybe you will work for a charity, and then you will be happy every day. Helping somebody will make you happy every day. So don't wait till I pass my exam, till I go to college, till I finish my studies, till I retire. No. Today is the day. Start something, some smallest project for humanity. Growing trees, educating other people, helping the elderly. So suppose you are like 18, 20 years old, you are going to the market, there may be a neighbor who is old. Just ask, uncle, auntie, you want me to bring something for you from the market? Nothing will happen to you because you are already going to the market. But you will be doing something which will make you proud many years down the road, which you will be able to share with your children. Otherwise, what will you share with your children? Oh, I studied my book morning to evening. So start a project for humanity without giving any excuses for delay. Next is demand and have clean air. Whatever money you have gained and will gain is worth nothing if you cannot breathe clean air. I tell you a story. I was in Bombay. My father had knee surgery, so he needed somebody to take care of him for a month. So I went to Bombay, and my brother lived on like 16th floor, which was penthouse, top of the building. And when I got up in the morning, I saw the city. This is, I'm talking about the best area of Bombay, south of Bombay or Mumbai, full of smog. You couldn't even see like four or five buildings away. It was so such thick smog. And that is the area where the top, the richest people in the country live, the top movie stars live. And I wondered, what is the use of their money if they can't breathe good air, clean air? Don't be one like them. Start now. Demand from your local government, state government, country's government to have clean air for you to breathe. If they don't, change the government. Be an activist, but get clean air, because not only it will help you, it will help your parents, it will help your children, and it's your right. The person who is making millions of dollars in those factories, it is not his right to pollute the God-given environment that you got. It is your environment and you have to claim it. Same is true for clean water. Nature created clean water. People are dumping sewage and all the chemicals in that clean water, making it poisonous for you to drink and to swim in, when they are making millions of dollars. That's unconscionable wrong, and you must claim, sue them if you have to, go to the court, do satyagraha, do demonstrations, go on hunger strike, do whatever. See, the nature once lost takes hundreds of years to recover. Don't let them have sewage going into the lakes and rivers and sea. Now they can be processed. Now all the bad things, all the sewage, all the chemicals can be processed before they are discharged in the lakes or sewers, lakes or rivers or sea. So demand that. Maybe you have to spend 10% more money, but then the life will be worth living. You should not be living in slum. You have worked hard. You will be working hard not to live in slum, but to live in a clean, hygienic environment with clean water, clean air. Be an activist for those two things from now to save the earth. It is your duty. We call Mother Earth, so you have to protect your mother. See, the nature is so beautiful in any of its forms. The snow is beautiful, the river is beautiful, the sea is beautiful, the desert is beautiful, the fields are beautiful. At any level, the volcano, even the volcano is beautiful. So any direction that you can look in, the nature is beautiful. Human beauty comes and goes, okay, in 10, 20, 30 years it goes away, 40 years, maybe 50 years, but nature's beauty has lasted for thousands millions of years. The only dirty nature is when we have the sewage dumped and all the garbage dumped. That is the only dirty nature. Demand from your collector, demand from your politicians that you are not going to accept it. And start with yourself. Don't throw things in an irresponsible way, and educate others and work with everybody. There's nothing as beautiful as nature. For many of the things I told you, being a volunteer will be useful. It will be good. Why I say that? See, people who died, say, in earthquake in Gujarat or flood in North India or in Kashmir or earthquake in Pakistan, they didn't expect that that disaster will come on them. But disasters come. And one way to deal with disasters is to volunteer, where you will learn first how to deal with disasters, and today you volunteer for others, and tomorrow some volunteers will help you. Suppose you are swept away in water, won't you like 1,000 people to looking for you? But that can only happen when the whole society is in the mood to volunteer. You can't depend on police and army and government to do that. You have to do it. They don't have enough resources to do that. You have to do that. You have to come together to change the world, to protect each other. Suppose there is a huge earthquake tomorrow. Government won't have enough people to do that. But if you survive, it will be your duty to help. And if you are lying with a big stone on your leg, you will like somebody to remove that stone. If there are no volunteers, who will remove that? So learn to volunteer.